Somehow in 2023, a lot of these academic bodies, especially in the field of accounting and finance, have made massive changes. I think a week or two ago, we made a video on the changes by the CFA Institute, which are the largest changes made by the body since their inception. And I think it was one of the best performing videos that we had on our channel in the recent past. Similarly, today I'm going to be talking about the changes that the AICPA body, or the body that actually conducts the US CPA exams, the changes they made, heard them and actually made enough changes so that the next set of accountants which emerge from the body are better prepared, better suited for the market. So it can help your employability overall. Over and above that, being on the floor, the recession that is coming any which ways across the world, all these trigger further changes to adapt more and more to the ever evolving marketplace. So it's a good thing that the bodies are actually making these changes. Now, how does it matter to you? And as a student, as a candidate, what are the changes? Also, if you are not sure if the changes are going to impact you, how, stay tuned till the end. I'll give you a brief on how do we approach this particular point. So first of all, what are the changes? As we know, CPA always has had 4 exams: the FAR, the auditing, the regulation, and the BEC, which is business environment and concepts. Now, for the first 3 papers, a little bit of the curriculum is going to be changed. It's going to be actually eliminated and put somewhere else. Well explained. And these 3 are going to be called the core papers. BEC, which is containing a little bit of business, a little bit of financial management, management accounting, a little bit of economics, all of that basically is going to be completely scrapped off. And in place, there are going to be 3 different papers that you will have an option to choose any one from. So which are the 3 papers? Number 1 is called BAR, Business Analysis and Reporting. Second one is TCP, Tax, Compliance and Planning. And the third one is Information Systems and Controls. All these 3 will be bucketed as discipline papers. And like I mentioned, you have to choose one out of the 3. What do these 3 papers contain? They're more or less self-explanatory. Like there is an analysis paper, which hopefully gives you a holistic view on business from the lens of a finance and accounting professional. There is tax compliance and planning, which makes you a specialist in the field of US taxation. And third would be an information systems and control. There is not enough information yet out there on it, but it seems more like it's going to be a combination of combining finance accounts with a little bit of tech and understanding how that side of the industry is going to grow. For a lot of you guys, I would say that if you're not sure of what to choose, don't stress right now. You either choose whichever subject you seem to be inclined towards in terms of interest, or as we'll start realizing, some of the 3 papers might have a better career, might have an easier exam, and people have various reasons why they make a choice. But more or less, I think that's about it for you to know about the 3 different papers. So that's about it. That's the major change that the body has made. And now coming to you. Let's say you are confused. Let's say you've already given BEC, then none of it matters. Just give the rest of the exams normally. Now, if you've registered or you're about to just register for CPA and you have not appeared for any paper, or at least you have not appeared for BEC, my recommendation is aim at appearing for BEC at the earliest. All these changes, by the way, which we are talking about, it's going to take place by the end of this year. I think the cutoff date is December 15th or 2023. So if you've registered but have not appeared for BEC, I say give it now, because one way to look at it is at least we know the existing way that the BEC exams are conducted. You know it's going to change. You're very close to it. Might as well give it, because it might be that the new regime is actually easier. We don't know. But why take any chance? You have enough understanding of BEC right now. So that would be a suggestion. Now, if you have not registered for CPA, but you are on the fence or about to, then again, a simpler choice I would say is that register now, appear for at least BEC before the end of this year, and then the other 3 papers next year. Finally, if your plan was to eventually give CPA but not this year at all, which means you will have to appear for the new regime, then I would say don't stress at all. Don't worry whether this is easier or that is easier. Don't worry. One thing is, it won't matter when it comes to your eventual value in the market. That whether you give it in this year or the next year and forward, the certification of CPA is strong enough. So it's not about the salary or the kind of package or the kind of profile you'll be earning. But from the academic standpoint, if you know you're going to give it next year, then don't really break your head over it. It might just be better for you in the long run. It might be even easier than the existing BEC exam. So when it's not something you can really control, I would say don't speed up your timeline for it. Just go as per your usual flow, and I think you guys would be fine. These are the major changes that the body is making and how we think that students should actually look at it if you're more or less confused. If you missed anything or you would like us to go more in depth on any of these changes, any of the papers maybe, do leave it in the comment. We'll any which ways be making more and more videos as more information is unfolding, and for any other queries, do let us know. We'll make videos on that specific.